Alright, boys. This is the video that everybody harassed me to make yesterday on stream. I'm going to get a real quick rundown on the best perks for the Silent Specter. I'm going to come right out and say it. This might very well be the best weapon in the game. I'm not kidding. Like, this might be the highest DPS assault weapon in the game. We're talking about assault weapons here. Don't go ahead and compare a pop shot to a Silent Specter. They're not the same weapon. Right here in the middle, Santa's Little Helper, not even comparable. Completely different weapon. This explodes and has to reload between shots. This is not even comparable. But as far as assault weapons go, the Silent Specter is by far, not even by far, but it is trumped the Bobcat. It has trumped the Hemlock, which I consider to be one of the standard best weapons in the game. Praise aside, let's get into the perks. So right off the bat, these are the best perks for this gun. You can click off. Thanks for watching. But for those of you who want to know why I picked these perks, let's talk about why the Silent Specter is so good. So first off, it has a base 20% crit chance. In fact, I think I can almost show this. Yeah. So it's got a base 20% critical hit chance and a 75% critical hit damage. 75% is pretty standard, but most weapons have a 10% crit chance. Some ARs have about a 15. I think the Hemlock does, and that's why its base crit goes up to 43% instead of the normal, let me see, if I have a normal crit build, maybe the Gravedigger. Yeah, the Gravedigger has a base 10, so it goes up to a 38% chance. So the Silent Specter is higher than most weapons that it has a base 20% crit chance, which means when you max out your crit rating, it is a 48% chance of critting, which means every other shot, it will do 210% bonus damage on the crits, which means that's a bonus damage. So effectively speaking, this bullet damage, this 8,000 damage per bullet, will crit to do 24,000. So you can basically take this DPS, slice it in half. Well, okay, technically 48%, but I mean, it's a 2% difference. Don't at me. Slice it in half, multiply it by 3, so now it's about 50,000 DPS, and then put the other one back on. So its actual DPS here is closer to 200,000. This crit basically doubles it. It's insane. And then, of course, we've got the damage to afflicted targets because this causes affliction. The 6 perks you're going to want is afflicted and damage to slowed and snared. Big difference. Not really. Slowed and snared slows them down. Afflicted adds a little bit of extra damage with affliction. With the amount of damage you'll be dealing, you might want slowed and snared. Complete preference. Whatever you want to do. If you've got that lizard dude who came by the other day, do I even have him still? The other event? If you got that, let me show him so you know what I'm talking about. I might, oh, this guy. If you got this lizard hybrid, I think he increases the affliction duration. So I don't know. If you need it to last 30 more seconds or whatever that said, then you can do that. Where did it go? Okay. So damage to afflicted or slowed and snared, and then energy is just a personal preference. You can put whatever element you want. Don't do physical, you guys. Honestly, physical, it does 25% damage to elemental stuff. Use energy or any of the other. Because of the military event right now, if you're watching this video in a time when the military weapons are available, try to get 4 of these. I'm not kidding. Look at these Hemlocks. If you get 4 Silent Specters, so you can just have energy or any of the elements, a fire Hemlock will do 100% of its total damage to a nature enemy, whereas the energy one is only going to do 75% damage. But it's going to do 75% to all of them, so it's the best all around to do energy, but that one is, again, preference. And then the last thing, well, 2 last things, mag size. So you can do reload speed, but this thing has a 2-second reload speed, which is quite fast considering what most weapons usually take, about 2.4, 2.5, maybe even 3 seconds. The LMGs are closer to 4 seconds. 2 seconds is pretty quick. I would prefer mag size. Totally preference. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying you don't need reload. But this does have a base 30 mag size, so mag size bumps it all the way to 52. Not a bad deal. And I wanted to talk about crit rating, crit damage versus fire rate and damage. So fire rate and damage, it's negligible. It's about a 1% difference. The reason I have crit rating, crit damage is because you have more damage per bullet. So what I was experiencing with my fire rate damage build was I reloaded more often and it took more magazines / more bullets to kill a single smasher. I had to reload twice to kill a smasher. I went to crit rating, crit damage, and I killed him in about a mag and a half. This was just with my Outlander loadout in a time long ago. Not really relevant information, but it is my real-world experience. So, not really, like, recreatable. You know, it was a loadout from a while ago. I don't even know what it was. But my point is, crit rating, crit damage being that it is, okay, technically not the same, but it is within a 1% difference. So, effectively speaking, the exact same damage you just get more damage per bullet. So this is a much better way to run this gun, I think, just because you use less ammo and you have to reload less often. Do I have to explain that? So there it is. The Silent Specter. Just a quick 5-minute video. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you can use this. Share it with your friends. If anybody's got the Silent Specter, show them this video. Even if you can show them the gun and you can show them your perks, show them my video. Just, helps me support my channel, helps me grow a little bit, and it allows me to actually share the full story, because anybody can just show you the perks and say do this, but I want to actually explain what this is good for, and the fact that just aiming for the head damn near doubles your damage. So do that too. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. All right. Now is that ad part where it's not really an ad because nobody sponsors me, but these guys actually support the channel by paying on Patreon. So if you guys want to be listed at the end of my videos, you guys should click that Patreon link and do that. I would appreciate it very much, and thank you.